You know that it is springtime when Aaron starts playing in the pond. And I thought here that the donkey was actually going to get in the water, but nope. Here he is running across this little bridge and coming over and coming back to the pond. But it is interesting that he does now drink from the pond. He used to be scared to drink from the pond. Gully is super scared of water, and so he is not about to get in this water. But I really did think this time he might actually get in because Aaron's playing and Gully cannot stand to not play. But no, he did not get in. But Aaron was having a really good time in the pond, and I love to see him just playing in the water. Look at him. And Gully's like, "What are you doing? Let me take a look there."
I knew he was gonna roll. This is what he's whining about.
We had a lot of anemones, ranunculus, and so we decided to open the stand. So here I am, first time of 2025, putting together some bouquets for our farm stand. And I was pretty proud of myself. I actually did this a lot faster than I have in the past. Sorry that I keep switching up angles on you with this camera, but I just wasn't paying attention. Anyway, these are the bouquets that I put together for the farm stand. I actually made about 20, which I was pretty impressed with because I didn't know that I had that many anemones and ranunculus. But here they are.
So today was opening day, meaning we opened the stand for the first time this season. I just had anemones, ranunculus, hellebores, and some forsythia branches. That's what I put in my bouquets for today. I actually was able to make 20 bouquets. No, we definitely did not sell 20 bouquets. But if you look behind me, we've sold 9. Sold 9 bouquets, and it's 6 o'clock, so we're about to close the stand. These are some ceramics from Simca Ceramics, whom I'm also partnering with for Mother's Day. That's what my sign up here is for, my Mother's Day, which they can order on my website. So there's the stand for closing. I figure you guys have seen plenty of us putting the stand together and opening it up. But let me turn you around. All right. These are what the bouquets look like. Here we are. Again, anemones, ranunculus, forsythia branches, and some hellebores. These are the ceramic vases by Cheryl and Bo. They live not too far from us, so I've been doing some work in collaboration with her because that's what we're gonna do for our Mother's Day. They're gonna have an option to buy a bouquet or an option to do a bouquet and a vase. So that'll be awesome. But none too bad for opening day. And in the cooler, aka workroom refrigerator, these are the leftovers. So I had one bunch of ranunculus left over and a few hellebore stems. And then this is what I picked today. I cut all the anemones and ranunculus I could cut today. I had some short anemones, but these are the tallest anemones and tallest ranunculus that I have. This is my first year growing ranunculus, and mine are thin stemmed and not huge blooms. Now, in the past, I haven't even gotten blooms, so this is really good for me, but really not, you know, the best as far as growing ranunculus. So I kind of have to figure that out. And I do have some aphids on one side of the ranunculus. And here is my experiment. I have a bunch of narcissus daffodils. These are being stored. They've been stored since 3/20. And I was gonna get them out, cut them, and see how they hydrate. I just wanted to do that before I actually sold them because I've never done a dry storage of narcissus before. So this is my experiment. And then I wanted to update you on the soaking the seeds, which was the last video I did. I've been sick, and so I just haven't done a lot of videos. But this group right here are the ballerina zinnia seeds that I soaked in the seaweed solution prior to planting. So, and then these are obviously soaked in a 128 tray. And then they're planted with, the rest is Carmine Rose. Okay, and they were soaked as well. So, but if you look at these seeds right here in the 128 tray, they were soaked, as well as these seeds. They were all planted on the same day. They were all soaked. These are the same seeds, but they were planted in soil blocks. So this does tell me that the zinnias do like the soil blocks better than they like the 128 tray. Here's another group as well. This group is the exact same seed, soaked, planted on the same day, all the things. This is a different seed, but it is zinnia that I planted in there. So now they're bigger soil blocks than those that I did my marigolds in, but most definitely like the soil blocks better. I have also put these out a couple times to start hardening off. And then here are some marigolds that I put in the soil blocks. But if you compare these, which are soaked seeds, these are Benary's Giant, but these are the exact same seed right there. Planted on the same day, just in a different These are planted in a 128 tray. These are planted in soil blocks. So, and then to compare these, all right, so these seeds were soaked in the seaweed solution, and these seeds were not soaked in the seaweed solution prior to planting. So I do think that soaking the seeds has helped with germination on them. If you compare this non-soaked to this soaked. Planted on the same day, same soil medium, all the same things, just non-soaked and soaked. Now they are different seeds. They are zinnia seeds. This is a Benary's Giant, and this is the pink Oklahoma. So I didn't plant the exact same seed because I didn't have enough. So that might be a little variable too, but just thought I'd give you a little update on that.